Yo, 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 Wagwan people. Okay, we are live right now, live from the village. How is everybody doing today? So, what a day, man. What a day. Yo, Frozen Gamer, Wagwan, big up. Brrrr, 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 brrrr. The thing goes skrrrr.
The thing goes skrrrr. Pop, 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 pop. Skitty, pop, pop. And the boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom.
September, okay, well that's an appropriate month, isn't it? Spider-Man September. The S and the P's are on point. And the M. S, P's, and M's on point. You know what? I don't know if I'm looking forward to Spider-Man just yet. Don't get me wrong. It does look pretty cool. It does look pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm still not fully convinced about it. That being said, we'll see. God of War's the next game he thinks I'll be getting. Yeah, I think God of War's probably is likely to be the next game I get. I don't think I want to bother with Far Cry 5 just yet. So it looks like God of War out later this month, in a few weeks actually. This is Sparta.
This is Sparta.
But how you been, Frozen Gamer? How's your day been? How's your day going? I'm planning to buy a new TV. Nice one. Okay. So new headphones, new TV. My man's rolling in cash, dude. My man's rolling it. My man's living larger than charge. That's what's up. That's what's up. Nice one. What kind of TV looking to get, though? Doing good. Okay, that's nice to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. Lemons, what up? It's meme. Okay. Meme rise again. You're going by lemons now. Okay. Why lemons? Did life give you lemons? How you doing, lemons? Life has given us lemons, at least, anyway. That's for sure. Sony Bravia. Okay, that's a nice one. Well, they have us a nice brand, I should say. There's different Bravia. Yeah. Long story. Okay. Well, if you feel like telling it, cool. If not, then it's alright. But how you doing anyway? We got lemons and gamers right now. We got lemons and gamers. That's what we got. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's been an interesting day. I've been trying to get used to the new schedule because I haven't actually started a new job yet. But I'm trying to get myself used to what that schedule would be like once it does start. So, you know, waking up at, earlier than I normally wake. Well, not really earlier, about the same sort of time I normally wake up. But like the time that, for example, that I would leave to go to work by the time the job starts, what I'm trying to do is have that as, say, like my writing time, and then, do sort of stuff like that. So, and also trying to consider that I can't just take a nap anytime I feel like, once the job starts. I'd have to maybe only take a nap, say, on my lunch break or something like that, or maybe once I get back from work. You know what I mean? You can't just take naps anytime you want when you got a job. So I'm trying to get my body used to that sort of thing. And I think it's going okay so far. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit of a struggle, especially when it comes to like you start to feel tired, like, oh gee. But I think so far so good. I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay right now. But the job is a mobile caretaker, which effectively means that I'll be going around town taking care of, I guess, apartments and flats and stuff like that. Maybe before people move in or after people move out, or something along those lines. Removing old furniture and fixing things up, cleaning stuff out, stuff like that. But yeah, it doesn't start till maybe May, they will say, possibly late April or May. So it's quite a while away still, a few weeks away at least. Yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. I mean, of course, I think like anybody, you'd rather not have to, if you can avoid having a job and just do YouTube for your whole thing. Then that'd be great. But oh well. Life's not like that just yet. Not just yet, but one day. But until then, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good challenge to try and do that as well as keep up with YouTube. And I think I can do it. I believe I can do it because I've worked out what the schedule would be like. So yeah, it'd be tough. Definitely be tough and definitely be tiring at times as well. But yeah, God's willing, it could be done. So yeah, we're looking forward to that new challenge once that's ready to get going. But yeah, that's a little while away. But yeah, let's talk about what's been happening in the world, because you guys hear about the shooting at YouTube headquarters by, well, allegedly, I should say, because I don't think they've actually confirmed it yet, but allegedly by a YouTuber who was pissed off that YouTube stopped paying her for her videos. And she went down to YouTube headquarters, opened fire. She's injured. There was 4 people injured. 4 people injured, 3 people shot, and yeah, then allegedly killed herself. Yeah, there was a shooting in London. A girl, that's right, yeah. It's a teenage girl that died. I didn't hear about the boy that got killed though. Drive-by, damn, man. What's going on in the world today? What's going on in the world today? Shootings in YouTube, shootings in Hackney. But yeah. But yeah, man. Sad times, man. Sad times. But yeah, it's crazy though. Like, you know, I mean, what goes through somebody's mind? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of desperation goes through somebody's mind that makes them want to do something like that? You know, that's. But there's another sort of thing I saw today. So apparently this guy was at Dave Chappelle's show, and Dave Chappelle told a joke that I guess he didn't like very much, and then after show, the man threw a banana peel at Dave Chappelle. He was restrained by the bodyguard, and now the man is trying to sue Dave Chappelle. That makes no sense at all. Like, you decide to throw a banana at somebody, then the bodyguard's just doing his job by, like, you know, containing the situation, and now you feel like you get to sue him. That's crazy. And he says the guy he claims that the bodyguard struck him twice as he was being restrained, which may or may not be true. I mean, let's say that is true. Let's say that is true that the bodyguard struck him. Okay, probably shouldn't be doing that. That being said, you threw a banana peel at somebody over a joke. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's okay for the bodyguard to hit you if indeed that's what happened. But you threw a banana peel at somebody over a joke. You know what I mean? So you kind of brought it on yourself, really. It's like the moment you take things like that and think it's okay to throw food or anything at somebody over a joke because you didn't like the joke, you feel like you're within your rights to throw things at people because you don't like a joke. And then you're mad because the bodyguard did something about it. Like, nah. Nah. But yeah, that is a joke, you know what I mean? What is the world coming to, man? People getting shot, people trying to sue people for the issues that they started themselves. But yeah, man. What is the world coming to? Have you guys been watching Black Lightning on Netflix? Or it might be shown on other stuff as well, but I see it on Netflix. It's actually shaping up pretty good so far. I mean, there are some issues with it, I think. I personally think there's some issues with it. Nothing too major, but just some minor things really that I feel like you could probably do better than that. But overall, it's shaping up pretty good. Like I've never heard of Black Lightning before this show started. Is not one I'm familiar with. So I've only started knowing about him since this show started. So I don't know how close it is to the original comics or anything like that. But yeah, so far so good. But apparently some spoiler warnings here, so maybe I won't go because I'm not sure. I think we're about a week behind America, so I won't read that. I won't read that just in case. But yeah, it's shaping up pretty good. I'm enjoying the show so far. Huge news makes for bad reading for Sony PlayStation. Okay, what's this about? Okay, what's Nintendo got cooking? Nintendo's newest console is already immensely successful, but it looks like it has the potential to get even bigger over the coming year. Well, potential, and well, we'll see. Haven't already smashed a series of impressive sales targets, the Switch might even close in on that magical 200,000 units sold figure. 200 million, excuse me, units sold figure. Something no game console has managed to do since the runaway success of the PlayStation 2 over a decade ago. The PlayStation 2. Okay, well, what are they doing though? What have Nintendo got planned? That's a Labo. Okay, whatever, man. I don't care about no damn Labo. Bloody cardboard. I don't care about that. Anybody interested in the Nintendo Labo? I am 110% not interested in the Nintendo Labo. I mean, I know some people be like, "Oh, what's this, man?" I mean, it's. If people like it, cool. I'm not gonna say nothing about that. I'm not here to judge nobody, but I am not interested in Nintendo Labo. So let me pause this music while I open up Rise of the Tomb Raider. But nah, Nintendo Labo doesn't interest me. I mean, if it interests y'all, then cool, but it does not interest me. So yeah, that's a big pass on the Labo, methinks. Yeah, I was playing this game yesterday, man. I got up to this part where I just kept dying over and over again. I was like, bloody hell, man. Especially it was just like after I saying how the game felt like you're never in any real danger. I was literally just saying that, and I get to this part and I start dying constantly. It's like, wagwan. Wagwan. You know what I mean? But hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. I would say though, so far at least, it does still feel like I've never been in any real danger, at least as far as sort of platforming elements of the game goes. The action parts of the game, even though most of them have been pretty easy so far, this part clearly not so much, but I've been hearing that a lot.
Snake, answer me. Snake, snake.
And that one.
Fatality.
She's there by the mural. Open fire! Advancing! Cover me! We got a man down! I got a hit! It ends here and now!
Man, okay.
Shoot her! Taking fire! He's gone!
These guys run upon you though.
Get clear! Reloading! I got her!
Yeah, so this bit is challenging.
She's there by the mural. Open fire!
Okay, so yo JT, what up, homie? A Brit stealing jewels. Who the funk it? You know it, man.
She's there by the mural.
Yeah.
Open fire! Keep her down.
I guess stealing other people's treasures is what Britons do. Oh, come on, man. There's loads of these dudes, and they got bombs as well. Like, dude. But yeah. This game does not prepare you for this section at all. This game does not prepare you for this section. Every gunfire section up until now has been pretty tame. Now I've got to deal with this. Hey, Haze. Oh, come on, man.
Give me suppressing fire now. Suppressing fire.
Oh, did I get them all? Oh, I think I got them all. Whew, these guys really flush you out of hiding too. Yeah. Boy, that took some doing. That took some doing. Finally got it, but boy, that took some doing, man. Oh, there's a thing here as well that I could have shot to blow up, but oh well, I guess I didn't see that. Maybe next time, if indeed there is a next time. But how you guys doing? How you doing, JT? How's your day been? Oh, okay, I could have just ran this way, really. Oh. Yeah, gruesome deaths. Gruesome deaths. How's it to go on in JT world? Full on that, I guess. Okay. I'm pretty good. Nice to see humans dying.
Inlaid with jewels.
Sort of games.
This belonged to a Byzantine noble.
Well, yeah, makes a nice change from demons, I guess, really, and apes. Well, I mean, it's a bit difficult to argue with that sometimes. There's not a lot of, well, there's at least a few people giving us a bad name right now. At least a few. Oh, wait, there was something there. Yeah, my day is slow. I might eat burritos. Okay. Well, burritos are nice. I mean, burritos are good to eat, regardless whether you have a slow day or not, quite frankly. Slow day or regular day, burritos are just good food. Oh! Boy. That didn't quite work out. Need to hit that better. Oh. Oh, now they've got shields?
Keep firing.
Oh, okay. I looked up the original Tomb Raiders. They're blockier than I remember. And I think a lot of things, when you look back on them, tend to be quite different to how you remember. Because I think you remember the fantasy after a while. When you go back and look at it, it's like actually it was nothing like that really. Blasted, man. Ah. Shit, man. Ah, flipping hell. Get behind. Oh, fuck. I don't blame anyone for not playing them ever again. It's PS1 era, yeah. PC wasn't that bad in that day. But yeah, rose-colored glasses, indeed. 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 You know, it's like I look back at some games like, I mean, not as long ago I know, but some games like Zelda, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and how I remember that. See, now I can't even see anything. Like, what was the point of that? Oh, come on! Okay, he's up there. It was up there. Ah! They do this sort of thing in Uncharted as well, when they just spam you with grenades. There you go. So yeah, this series might have started before Uncharted. It's definitely taken a lot of inspiration from Uncharted. Like, that grenade spamming is not the one. You know what I mean? That doesn't make the game harder. It makes the game more annoying. You really have a flair for fucking things up. Okay. Alright, I see what you did there. I need some ammo, man. I need some ammo, man. I'll keep the language to a minimum, of course. Oh, that? Okay, nah, that's all good. I mean, whatever, man. It's all good. Ain't no problem with me, homie. Ain't no problem with me, homie. Yeah. YouTube ain't give me nothing, no how.
Comrades,
It is imperative that you respond to my communiques. We are now in dire need of supplies and reinforcements. A full revolt is in progress, and the prisoners now control the excavation site and surrounding facilities.
I only got mine. I use it
In
sparingly
retribution,
on channels,
I have ordered mass executions of prisoners from the native population.
Not that, I think, swearing rules
these rebels
kids.
will lay down their
I see. Yeah, I guess that's something to think about. There are some younger people that watch the channel from time to time. I think the youngest that I know of, anyway, I think she's 12. There's a 12-year-old girl, 12, I think she's 12, level 12 or something like that. That ran about that age, I'm sure. I think I'm sure. That's the youngest that I know of. But the way I see it is, you know, I mean, look, I personally don't have too much of an issue with bad language being used in front of children. That being said, I can understand why, say, some parents might not want that, especially when they are really young. You know, I mean, certainly when we were kids, we never swore in front of our parents. You know, that was like the thing you did not do. No. It's like, even now we don't do that. Even now, like not in front of the parents. No, there's like that sort of unwritten rule. It's not in front of the parents. I know plenty of people do. But yeah, we don't do that. But yeah, I feel like, you know, the times have changed, words have changed, the value of words have changed, the meaning of words have changed, and it's really not that uncommon for parents and, you know, their children to be using, you know, fuck this, shit that, whatever, in front of them, and not always in a bad, rude way, just sort of in a very casual way. And if that's the way the language is going, then hey, so be it. So yeah, I mean, if young people watch me and they're cool with it, then hey, you know, so if their parents don't have a problem with it, then hey, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. You make content for the people who want to enjoy it, whether they're young, whether they're old, everybody's welcome, you know. Kids over here, bad language in society, it does less than when their family does it. It does less. What do you mean in terms of damage, or is that what you mean? Like, I should probably roll when I dive, actually. This don't do nothing, does it? Just didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. So yeah, looks like I'm going the other way. Nah, not that yet. Yeah, like if a kid watches a movie with the word poop in it, they are less likely to reuse that than if their own parents use it. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I think that's probably that true. I think you're more likely to mimic your parents than, you know, say a stranger or you know, a movie or something like that. Of course, it depends on the exact situation, but yeah, I think you're more likely to mimic your parents. So one thing, they're your biggest influences when you're young, right? You know, when you're like sort of 6 years old or whatever, you know, 5, 6 years old, your parents are your biggest influences, whether good or bad. That was not what I wanted to happen. You know, whether good or bad, your parents are your biggest influences. So yeah, the types of language they use, the types of words they use. And of course, you start going out into school and things like that, and that shapes how you talk and your attitude as well, no doubt. But yeah, certainly. That rope clearly goes right through her. That rope goes right through her, but yeah, oh well. Here we go. Unless that movie is super cool, yeah. Super cool. Like RoboCop. Is it raining? No, it's waterfall. Okay. Like I repeated, Jerky Boy's lines. Jerky Boys. Is that a movie? My parents did very little to mold, well, I say, I guess, but more in how I carry myself. God, Robocop is the best movie of the 80s. You know it. Robocop was, I mean, I watched that movie for the first time. I was maybe like 8 years old, give or take. 8, maybe 9 years old. And, yeah, way too young to be watching that film, no doubt. I'm not even going to argue that point. I was way too young to be watching that film. But, yeah, I watched it for the first time at that age. And, boy, that I watched it so many times as well. Just so... so many times. This is like just repeated. Rewind the tape, watch it again. Rewind the tape, watch it again. I think I know what we're doing here. Maybe I don't know what we're doing here exactly. I just snapped. Maybe I don't know what we're doing at all, actually. Yeah, I was like 8, but no show your kids, man. Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I mean, I think now. I don't know if RoboCop can be considered tame. It's still a pretty violent movie, really. Even by today's standards, it's still a pretty violent film. So I don't know if I could recommend anybody shows it to their 8-year-old children. But yeah, no. Well, that pretty much led to my obsession with violent movies. You know, RoboCop was pretty much the beginning of that obsession with violent movies. Just wanted to watch violent movies all the time. The more violent, the better. Yeah, violence. That did it. RoboCop did it. I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, oh my god. I could barely watch the movie the first time I watched it. I was like, I had to close my eyes at some of the parts. But then I just watched it again anyway. Forced myself to keep my eyes open. I watched it again and again and again. I don't know, man. I watched that movie so many times, man. Rewind the tape, watch again, rewind the tape, watch again, rewind the tape, watch again. It's going to be in the hundreds. I don't know how many times, but it's going to be in the hundreds easily. Watched it so many times. I watched all the R-rated films as a kid. It makes no difference. But if anything, it doesn't shelter your kids. If your kids have issues with it, then do something. Well, that's true. I think my thing is this: when it comes to ratings on movies, I feel like treat them all as guidelines. Like you're saying, plenty of people watched movies that they weren't old enough to be watching at that time, and they turned out to be okay as far as, well, maybe not okay, but, you know, turned out relatively okay. Like, we're not, you know, going around doing some mad nonsense, like violent nonsense or whatever. But yeah, if you looking at your kids and thinking, actually, I think something's wrong, then even if they are old enough to be watching it, you're gonna have to step in. You know what I mean? I feel like you're gonna have to step in. So I feel like age ratings are more like a guideline rather than, you can't, because someone else isn't going to tell you what type of kids you have. You know, they're not going to know that. They're just going to say, well, this movie's got this in it, so we believe you should be this amount of years old before you watch it. But if you know your kid's totally fine with it, then yeah, whatever, man. Whatever, Trevor. Whatever, Trevor. But if you know your kid's not okay with it, if they are having issues, then yeah, you have to cut it out, man. You just have to cut it out and say, hey, it's not the one that's working. guess I'm going back. Or is there something up here? Nope. I didn't laugh so much as a kid at Robocop. Now I laugh hysterically. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It's funny now. I mean, I think I actually saw Robocop once described as a comedy. And I don't know if that was the original intention for it to be a comedy. I mean, there's definitely funny parts in it. There's definitely parts where you can tell they're trying to get you to laugh. Like, there's definitely those parts. But overall, I'm not sure I could describe it as a comedy. That being said, yeah, at this point, I've said it so many times, a lot of it is just pretty laughable, especially that sort of dialogue and some of the sort of scenes and things. You know, mind if I zip this up? Yo, Jenny Michi, Wagwan, how you doing? Oh, you love Lara Croft. Good to hear. Well, here's some Lara Croft for you. We're doing Lara Croft. Well, we're not doing Lara Croft today, but we're playing Tomb Raider today with Lara Croft. So, yeah, glad you appreciate it. We're just talking about movies as well. Not being old enough to watch certain movies when you was a kid. Any movies you watched as a child that you weren't old enough to be watching that you enjoyed? Not because it's bad, just the satisfaction of the movie magic. Oh yeah, definitely. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I watch foreign films with boobies, blood sports, Terminator and such. Yeah, Terminator. I'm gonna get back up actually. Actually, I don't think. No, I didn't watch Terminator as a kid. Actually, no, I don't think I watched Terminator as a kid. I don't think so. I watched Terminator, I believe. Well, I mean, depends how you define kid. I wasn't really, really young. I think I was maybe a teenager when I watched Terminator for the first time. Actually, maybe somewhere around 13 or 14. I think when I watched Terminator. So yeah, I guess still a kid, but not like super young kid. Not like I was in double digits. I was in double digits by the time I watched Terminator. Okay, that did not work. That did not work at all. Okay. Censorship should be fine. Choose to each individual by the family who raises you. Yeah, indeed, exactly. You know what I mean? So yeah, just more of a guideline rather than a thing, because at the end of the day, just because some guy looks at watch a movie and says, oh well, this movie's got this and it's got that and it's got swear and it's got whatever, I believe this is rated for whatever age, and cool, I get that, but at the same time it's like, look, and nobody gets to tell you how to raise your kids. And as long as I would say this though, that if you are, let's say you have like young children and you let them watch an 18 rated movie and then your kids go out and do something really bad because of that movie, that's on the parents. That's what I would say though. I would say that, like, if you know what I mean, like if you've allowed your child to watch a movie they're not old enough to watch, and then your kid goes and does something, does some damage to somebody, beats somebody up, kills somebody, whatever, that's on the parent. That's that much I would say, but yeah, it's a guideline. I think it should be more of a guideline. Robocop is a parody. Some of it is tongue-in-cheek. Okay, remember it was deliberate then. Okay, because I just missed some of those jokes, or just didn't get it. Okay, I can't do that. My favorite movie is Barbie. Are you serious? I mean, don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with that being your favorite movie, but are you being serious? I've never seen Barbie, so for all I know, that could be the greatest movie ever. I've never seen it. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. They made a movie, makeover time. You know what? I did see the Hannah Montana movie, actually, and that was actually pretty good. I'm not even going to pretend. I'm not going to front on that one. The Hannah Montana movie was actually pretty good. I actually quite enjoyed it. And I never watched the TV series for Hannah Montana, but I did watch the movie. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was quite a well-done movie, So yeah, if you guys haven't seen Hannah Montana movie, I can recommend it. The funny thing is, WWF did more harm to me than violent movies. WWF. No, you're going old school, because that's been WWF for a long time. But yeah, and I remember being in school and playing wrestling in the playground. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. But yeah, I mean, we never got hurt. Well, most of us didn't get hurt. A few people did. And some people just took it too far. Some people took it way too far. Like when it came to like doing the submission holds, and you got some guy who's in like a Boston Crab or something. He's like, "No, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Let go. Get off me." And the other guy just won't get off, like pulling it hard. Oh, he's like, "I'm in pain. Get off me. Ah, I'm in pain. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Please, and I just won't let go. Like, ah. He's like, "Come on, man." And there's a point where it's like even everyone else is looking at him like, yeah, I think we're going too far now. But he's like, no, he's like, ah, it's getting proper into it. Ah, he got this guy screaming like his legs are about to get ripped off. Like, ah. Eventually, dude gets off him, and then the guy just got up and he walked away and he cried. And you gotta understand, like, you know, we're all boys. You don't cry in front of boys, right? So he just walked away. Just walks away, and he knows crying, and I was like, bro, you couldn't even laugh at him. Like normally, like, you know, when you're kids, that you laugh at somebody, but I don't think anybody could laugh at it. It was kind of like, you know what? Yeah, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nobody said to the other guy, yeah, you went too far, because you know you don't consider it either when you're a kid. You could go, oh yeah, but yeah, you couldn't really take a piss at the guy for crying, because it's like, you know what? I think we're all thinking it. Yeah, you went too far, man. You went too far. I was thinking it anyway. I'm sure everyone else is thinking it, but yeah, dude, you went too far, man. Went too far, but yeah. We're silly kids, man. We're silly kids, no doubt. Haze, you played Beyond Two Souls? No, I have not. Played Beyond Two Souls. They got a new. Is that Quantic Dreams? Isn't it? They got a new game coming out. Detroit Become Human. I don't know when it's out, but you know what? I'll get this
Should be a way to move it into the water with that rope winch. Should be a way to move it into the water with that rope winch. Right, that should work.
Oh, there's a thing on the other side. That's what I'm missing. That's what I was missing. Almost broke my neck as a kid. Oh, wrestling. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Damn, man. Shit. Went too far, man. Went too far.
That did it.
I Haze, you would love Beyond Two Souls. Okay. You're right. Okay. So we've got some. We've got some recommendations for Beyond Two Souls. Okay. This chick jumps way further than she really should be able to. Like, if you could jump that far, you should be in the Olympics or something. Like, forget stealing treasure from all these rotten places. From all these old school ancient places. If you could jump that far, you should be in the Olympics. This chick is jumping far. Game was nice enough. It's pretty cool. I mean, it definitely does some stuff that I'm not too fond of. Whoa. Definitely does a few things that I'm not too fond of, but I think overall it works pretty well. It does pretty well. You know, it feels like the type of game that I can play, get through it, and then probably never bother with it again, to be honest. Oh, missed it. She should have taken a different route though. This route is crumbly. Yeah. Oh damn it! I just missed a jump. Like, how did it not all crumble before today? That's the thing. It's like, you know, these games, even Uncharted as well. Like, they go through these ancient ruined places. It's like, seriously, it only falls apart when you got there. You know what I mean? Like, really? Really? If all these places you go to are constantly falling apart when you get there, maybe don't go to them. You know what I mean? Like, stop going to these ancient places if you're just going to keep falling apart when you go there. Oh, keep missing that jump, damn it. You played Uncharted? Yes, I have. No, I love Uncharted, man. Big Uncharted fan. I'm playing Uncharted, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, and Uncharted 4, and also Uncharted, the one with the 2 girls. I can't remember what it's called right now, actually. Well, that one, I played that too. And Uncharted Golden Abyss. But yeah, no, I like Uncharted. I mean, Uncharted does some of the same things, so it has some of the same issues that this game has, in the sense that after the, say, the second game or so, you don't really feel like you're in any real danger. You know, there's a lot of parts where you don't feel like you're in any real danger. But what Uncharted does really well is that it keeps the action pretty high octane. Even though you never really feel like you're going to fall off or anything, it's just a cool game to play because the action's pretty the action scenes make up for that. You know, the lack of the lack of platforming is made up through the actions, whereas this game, it's got some cool action scenes, but maybe not quite on par with Uncharted.
It shows the exodus of his people.
At least not yet, anyway. It's still early days. We're not even halfway through the game yet, so.
In a hidden valley and built a great city. Katash.
They never get spider webs in their face either. Yeah, that would happen a lot. Yeah, no cobwebs and nothing. You know what I mean? It's like, what's going on?
But what is this showing?
Actually, I think they might have done it in Uncharted a few times where he's done that sort of thing. I think I may be wrong. I might have just imagined it. I know there's times where he moves his arms around, but yeah, that may have not been cobwebs or spider webs or anything.
A map of the city.
How's this girl got no scars on her face though? And how is she not frozen to death? Like, she's a skinny girl with just a jacket and jeans on. Like, this chick should be like frozen solid. Like, no hats and nothing. No hat, no gloves. Just a coat and the jeans. Like, nah, you should be dead by now. You should not be this far in the game. I mean, look, she's cold. She's cold. She's been out in the snow, climbing ice. This girl should be dead, but from hypothermia. Forget the bullets. The weather should have killed her already. How can you be cold in this room, but you're not cold out in the snow and the ice? Like, come on, man. Something ain't right there. Something ain't right. And you start getting quite pissed that it's part of your career that you didn't think about. Okay, what's up, Guan? Not sure what just happened there. Did you guys experience any sudden blackouts on the live stream? Let me know if it's still running smoothly. If you can still hear me, you can still see me. What Guan with that, man? Something just seemed to happen. I'm not sure what, but let me know if there's any problems on your sides. Not played Until Dawn though. No, not played that, Jenny. Not played that. It's a movie of Lara Croft. Yeah, movie of Lara Croft where she never. That's when she's out in the cold, doesn't die from hypothermia, and never needs to use a toilet. Well, to be fair, most video game characters never use a toilet. How is that? Everybody talks about games being realistic. I don't want games to be more realistic. You want a game to be realistic? Have toilet breaks. You know what I mean? There's plenty of games that have toilets in the game, like you have like toilet cubicles, but there's never a game. I don't think there's a game like this, at least anyway, where you have to regularly stop to use a toilet. Like, that's how you can make a game more realistic. That every, I don't know, like 5 hours or whatever, 5 to 6 hours, you need to use a toilet. It's a horror game. Yeah, it's like a survival game or something, isn't it? I'd be surprised if Naughty Dog didn't put that detail into Uncharted. It has every detail imaginable. Yeah, I know with The Last of Us, they definitely had some really cool details in there that I spotted, especially with Ellie's character. They did a great job with that character. They really did. And I know certainly with some of the Uncharted games, I think it was Uncharted 3, there'd be parts where if you're walking by a wall, Nathan Drake will just kind of sort of just like touch the wall, like, you know how as you're walking sometimes you might sort of touch the wall or put your hand on the banister as you're walking down the stairs. There were little details like that they did with Uncharted 3, and I think on 4 as well, if I remember. Well, definitely 3. I'm pretty sure definitely 3. But yeah, so they have done some cool details in the Uncharted games. But Cobwebs specifically, I'm not sure. I think so, but I'm not entirely sure. This game has a really cool feature where if you're standing next to something, like a rope, that's about waist level, you can just walk right through it. I think that's a special feature of this game. You can just walk right through ropes. I haven't played any though. Okay. You should definitely play Uncharted. Great game. Great game. Uncharted and Last of Us. I mean, that was just incredible. I can't wait for Last of Us 2, man. I wasn't even looking for Last of Us 2. I really wasn't. I was happy with just Last of Us. I was like, you know what? They don't even need to make another Last of Us game. But you know what? They're making Last of Us 2, and I can't wait for that, man. That game, boy. I'm sold on that game. They haven't even said anything about it.
It's a wonder this place is still standing.
Okay, we're going this way, huh? Oh, that's a...
Even
that's
damaged,
a Tomb Raider
the
rating. I know games where you could use the toilet, but yeah, you didn't have to. Okay, so there are some that says. Are they games that are designed around using the toilet though, or are they games like, say, an action adventure game where you just stop and use the toilet if you want to? Oh, there you go. Oh, I drowned. I need to swim faster. I need to swim faster. Wait, The Sims and Tamagotchi. Okay. I never played The Sims or Tamagotchi. But I guess, yeah, I guess a game like The Sims, I mean, from what I understand of it, I guess a game like The Sims would have toilet scenes.
It's a wonder this place is still standing.
Swim faster. There we go. Now you can come for air. Drowning scares me for some reason. I think drowning scares a lot of people, to be honest. I don't think you're alone in that one. I don't think you're alone in that one. Geothermal Valley. It's like being in an airplane and then all of a sudden not flying, you know? I get to stuck up. I get to stuck up. One thing about this game that it's actually pretty easy to figure out where you're supposed to go. like, because you've got this thing that just kind of tells you, which I don't mind, but I don't know, like, I do kind of wish it wasn't there. I mean, I try not to use it too much, but yeah, it's just right there sometimes. That being said, it's not always, although it's easy to figure out where to go, it's not always easy to figure out how to get there, so that's at least something.
Stop right there.
Easy.
We got girl on girls
Easy.
action coming.
You know I'm not with Trinity.
Why should we believe you?
I escaped with one of yours. A man named Jacob.
Where is he now?
We were together, but we got separated in the mines.
She killed him!
No! No.
Jacob would never trust an outsider.
Please, listen, I am not your enemy.
I warned you. You should have left.
Sophia! Enough!
Father!
Father?
I thought I lost you.
I'm glad you made it out of there. Forgive Sophia, she is cautious.
In her position, I'd be the same way. What did you find out?
Trinity is
That's her
coming for
dad.
us.
He don't look enough to be her dad.
We must prepare.
Her?
He looks like maybe like her big brother or something.
On my word, no harm will come to her.
These ruins. They must be near the Prophet's lost city.
Come. We do not have much time. Prepare the weapon stores. Secure the battlements. Go! Now! They're almost here. But we're outnumbered.
The children and elders are vulnerable.
Go. Get them into the catacombs. Light the fires. The valley must be alerted.
Incredible.
There we go.
Sophia, muster our fighters. Then meet me in the upper village.
Don't disappear again, Father.
There's much
Finally
to
made it
do.
to Skyrim, yeah.
We
Yeah.
had more time.
And now we're in Skyrim, only like 75,000 hours to
For
go.
now, I'll do what I can.
Prepare for battle. Prepare for trouble. Make it double. So what, I just turn up at their base and start stealing stuff. But then again, as you said, typical Brit really, isn't it?
You, head down to the old radio. Get the generator working. We need to get one last transmission out, and let the other settlements know what's coming. I'll do what I can. You two.
This vase must have been beautiful once.
I need eyes out across the valley.
What's
Head
the
to cliffs and
story?
take
Russians
watch.
do things.
I want to know the moment you see their helicopters.
I'm not entirely sure, actually, to be honest, what the story is. It's
we'll sound the horns.
been a bit difficult to follow. From what from what I've gathered so far, Lara Croft is looking to prove something that her father once believed, that she at first thought was just a whole bunch of nonsense. But now she thinks actually it could be true.
Jacob and his
So she's
people are
investigating
resilient.
it.
I'll give them that.
But I
Trinity
guess some
is
people
on their
don't want her
way.
investigating it.
They could do with my help. And
Some
this
chick
atlas
betrayed her.
from the mural. If it really is some kind of map of the ruins, I've got to find it before Anna. If I don't, then all these deaths will have been in vain. And I can't have that on my conscience.
So she's sort of figuring out stuff she's not sure about. Probably some twists and such in the story. Probably. Like I know, like one of the ladies. Actually, I don't know if I should say too much because it's kind of a spoiler. But there was some issue with one of their dad's friends and how that kind of turned out. I won't. Okay, cool. So she gets betrayed by one of her dad's friends that she thought would be her friend, but it wasn't. She sounds to be the bad guys, one of the bad guys, and then there's other group called Trinity.
How did you find this place? What brought you here? War is coming. We have to prepare.
There's another group called Trinity, and I have to go. Oh, Jenny! Jenny was a friend of mine. Oh, Jenny. I appreciate you coming through, Jens. Big up for that. Bruh. Big up, Jenny. Appreciate it. Hope it won't be too long before. It's been a while since the last one here, so hopefully it was so long for the next time. So, but thanks for coming through. Big up for that. Until next time. Oh, it should be tomorrow. Wait, what day is today? Wednesday. Yeah, it should be tomorrow for the next live stream. So 7 p.m. GMT. Come by, Jenny. Come by. Until then, peace out. But yeah, she gets betrayed, and then there's a group called Trinity that's looking for this ancient stuff as well, but they're not on her side, and they captured her. And I guess this other group that she's with now are just people who are around, like local villages or something.
Greetings. You're Jacob's guest. If you're looking for a way to help, they're repairing the guard towers just down the path. I mean no offense, but you don't look like you're ready for a turn on the anvil. Huh. Later then.
Hello. Not much fuel left in the torch. I think I can get 4 with 5 more ships cut from barricades.
Alright, alright, alright. We're gonna learn today.
After that, you're back to using a hammer and chisel.
I just realized something. Alright, there we go. There we go. Just a slight adjustments.
We never recovered from the Soviets.
You want the whole thing to fall when the wind picks up?
Just keep your eyes out. They could be here at any moment. You there. We could use some help if that's what you're here for.
Soviets left everything when we drove them out. Most of it is just waste. There's still the odd treasure to be found.
I actually did play the first of the new Team Raider games.
It's been a long time since Jacob brought an outsider here.
Yo, Sean Martinson, how you doing?
What can I do?
We're trying to fortify as many of these towers as we can. Most of them were badly damaged in the floods. We've got the repairs in hand, but I need some extra supplies from around the valley. If we can get these towers repaired, it'll give us an advantage over the invaders, and it'll help us reach the upper levels of the ruined towers.
Yeah, big up, Sean. Appreciate you coming through.
I'll see what I can round up.
Thank you. Bring them back to me when you found them.
I've already got the deer hide. No, I've got one more deer hide to get, actually. How you doing, Sean? I'm just going this way, sorta. Just came by to say hi. Just came by. I just called. Might come back. Hello.
Gotta be careful. The rust made weak spots. We should.
Yeah, man.
We had to use those sheets to patch the roof last year.
That's so good. I know what you meant. I got what you meant. It's all good. It's all good. It's alright. The village is strong, yeah. And only getting stronger. Don't.
Hello.
Both action rifle compartments.
I'll do what I can.
Optional tomb nearby. Alright.
We can pull more out of the old cabins. The ones we don't use anymore.
Gotta go around this side then, I guess.
Lara, I'm sorry if Sophia was less than welcoming.
I understand. I'm just glad you were there to vouch for me.
My people have spent decades fighting outsiders. It's not an easy habit to break. Lend a hand with the preparations. A little hard work goes a long way towards it.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, that's bear, man. Yeah, you know what? I think I know what I need to do. I need to poison the bed. That's actually the last time. Wait, where am I? Wait, where am I? Okay, I know where I am. He exercises right to bare arms. Sometimes you just gotta, right? Oh shit, I missed. Oh shit, missed again. Oh, damn it, this. Yeah, okay, yeah. That bear is nicely done, I gotta say. Yeah, it's killing me something rotten right now, for real. It's killing me good. Oh, shit. Let me just shoot this thing. Oh my word. Hey. This bear ain't ramping. What's going on? Wagwan. Oh. Tomb Raider just crashed on me, man. Ah, flipping out. Tomb Raider crashed on me. Alright, well, allow it then. That's the second time in a row. Happened yesterday, happened today. Alright, alright. Good running animation and nice eyes too. There's a lot of good arts in this, though it sort of shows, it seems. Yeah, I'll say that's about right. I mean, in terms of how things look, it does look pretty cool, like the faces and stuff like that. I think they've done pretty well. But yeah, no, there's definitely parts where you kind of like, you know, there's a few parts like that. Like, some of the features this game has are just like odd. Like, you'd be on the radio, for example, and then you'd be walking, and then someone calls you on the radio, and you just start doing this all of a sudden while you're talking on the radio. Like, why? You know, what's this about? It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen quite a bit. And it's even weird when like you're hanging on something, you're climbing up on a wall, and then someone calls you on the radio, and you just do this while you're hanging on the wall. Is that what's this about? So yeah, definitely some features this game has that are interesting. All right. We're going to learn today. Like Uncharted is a bit more polished around the edges. Yeah, I'd say so. But I think in general, and I know not always, but I think in general, console games usually are a bit more polished, at least in my experience. I know not always. I know there's definitely some that are absolutely broken as F. But I think in my experience, console games usually are a bit more polished than PC games. Usually. Well, a lot more, I should say. Uncharted is amazing production-wise, yeah. Uncharted is a work of genius. Well, maybe that might be it too. No, so it's a damn good game. It's a damn good game. I like Uncharted a lot, and I think the first 3 games, especially. I mean, the 4th one was really good. Don't get me wrong, but I think the first 3 games, especially, because what I liked, what they did with. I'm gonna play another game in a moment, by the way, but I'll just talk for a little bit before I do. But I liked what they did with the first 3 games, like the story that they were around, like the things that they were investigating. Like with the first one, it was about Sir Francis Drake, and with the second one, it was about the Himalayan mountains and Shambhala, and then the third one was about the Pillars of Aram. All those things, right? All those things have bases in reality. And what I mean by that is, I mean the 4th one too a little bit, but what I mean is that like we research things like. No, for Sir Francis Drake, like his death, for example. They had the whole thing in Uncharted of how Francis Drake fakes his death. In real life, when Francis Drake died, he was supposed to be buried at sea, but nobody ever recovered his coffin. So like he was never brought back. You know, his coffin was never recovered. He was just apparently died at sea and buried out in sea, but nobody ever recovered his coffin. So it's kind of like, maybe did he fake his death? You know what I mean? So they did. There's a lot of things in the first 3 games where we researched the real stories behind it. You can kind of see how it actually matches up with what's going on in the game. Whereas with the 4th game, although they did base it on real life historical figures, Francis Drake has Bin Laden. That could be. Oh, go on, Mr. Man. But yeah, with the 4th game, although they did base on historical figures, I felt like they didn't go as deep as they could have done with the history, because like they did stuff like how the 4th game, they're talking about how Henry Avery and Bonnie founded Libertalia, right? But by the time, when Henry Avery died, because he could have faked his own death. Like that was another mysterious death. Henry Avery could have faked his own death, right? But by the time he would have founded Libertalia, Anne Bonny would have been like, 2 years old. She would have been a baby. Like she was born, she's a bit later. So by the time in his later years, unless they're saying that he lived until however old he would have been, which at that point is like really gonna, you know what I mean? So by the time he would have founded Libertalia, at that kind of time frame, Anne Bonny would have been like 2 years old, 1 year old. So it's kind of like, that story they went with, it just didn't make any sense. We compare it to the what we know about. I mean, to be fair, not much is known about the real life pilots because there's not a lot of history documented. But from what is documented, it just doesn't add up. So that's why I was a little bit disappointed. It was a good game, all right. It was a good game, no doubt about it. I did enjoy it. I thought it was a great game, quite frankly. But just a tiny little bit, especially when you look at the first 3 games and how much they went into the history, where it's like, damn, man, these guys did their homework. Whereas the 4th one was kind of like they just glanced over a few key points on a Google search or something. Like, man. But yeah, great game anyway. My sister figures our family lineage might relate to Sir Francis Drake's sister. Okay. All this from the guys who made a game about Bandicoot calling Nintendo out for being not extreme enough. There you go. This is funny old world we live in, man. Man, Mr. Man, Wagwan, big up for coming through. But yeah, it's a funny world we live in. But it just goes to show, man, there's a lot that can be learned from all kinds of things, whether it's movies, games, books, you know, there's so much can be learned from that. You know, you make a good product and people want to know more about it, you know. Certainly made me want to look up more about it anyway. But, yeah, so with the, Francis Drake, he could have faked his own death. The whole thing about Shambhala, that's based on, well, there is the Himalayan mountains. There is what's the word? A legend, a real life legend. Whether it's actually true or not, who knows? But it is a real life legend about Shambhala and how the only people who can go there are the enlightened ones. That's the legend behind the real Shambhala, in the Himalayan mountains. So, and that whole stuff about the Guardians, you know, that's all part of the actual legend. So that's not. It's not like they just made stuff up. Oh, that sounded cool. No, they did their homework with those games, you know. So that's what I was really impressed with. Like, it's a great game, and then we look behind the story. It's like there's so much more to it. And things like in the third one, where they talk about Aram of the Pillars and how the sort of sort of the tall buildings are now destroyed. Like, that's actually mentioned in religious text. You know, that there was this tall buildings that were destroyed for their arrogance. You know, so it's, you know what I mean? It's kind of, you look at it and think, damn, man, these guys did their homework. You know, it's not just made up stuff. But yeah. And the whole thing about being in the middle of the Sahara Desert, you know, that's based on, yeah. But yeah, by the time 4th came around, like I said, it's a great game, no doubt about it. Enjoyed playing the game, it's a fantastic game. But it's just when you look at the story behind it, it's like, they could have done a little bit more. They could have done a little bit more. And it's a shame that they didn't. But anyway. But yeah, I'm going to take just a tiny little break, fellas and lady fellas. To all the stalkers and the talkers, I'm going to take just a little bit of a break. I'll be back in just a few moments or so. So if you can stick around, that would be awesome. And I'll be back in a moment or two. All right, peace out for now. right. Oh, that's the wrong way around. All right, I is back.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
All right, okay. All right then. So we are back live. Appreciate you guys sticking around. All right then. I'm both with Team Red actually. That's crashed on me again. So we play some Overwatch. Play a little bit of Overwatch. Let me pause this. Pause that music so I can play some Overwatch. At the Overwatch, whoa, 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 whoa. Working at the Overwatch, yeah. Yeah. Overwatch. Whoa, whoa, working at the Overwatch, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. 1 shots, 1 kill. Ooh. Sort these things out, man. Okay. Sort them things out. This requires an update. Okay. Gonna have to update it before then. Before me do anything then. Before me do anything, we got to update it, you get me, yeah? We got to update it, you done know. Alright. Wagwan, man. Wagwan, brethren. Okay, put the music back on then. While it's updating. Alright. Now it's done. Let me switch over to this screen so y'all can see what I can see. Alrighty. So let's play some Overwatch.
Now entering the Temple of Anubis.
Yeah, I'll stick with Farah. Farah just might be my new favorite character. Might be. Not enough players. Find a new game. Pants. Wagwan people, how's everybody doing today? That didn't actually work, did it? Oh well. All right. Okay. Might be just waiting here for a while. People talk about how Lawbreakers had issues when it came to finding games because hardly anybody played it. There's plenty of people playing Overwatch, and yeah, it still has these times where it takes a minute, more than a minute to find a game. That's not okay. That is not okay. Whereas because is everybody playing Fortnite now? Is that the thing? Damn technology these days, you know it, man. Ugh. I actually did download Fortnite the other day. I've got it on my PC. I haven't really played it much though. I don't really like that game, to be honest. But I downloaded it, just figured, you know, maybe I'll play it once in a while since it's so popular and it's free, so whatever. But I don't know. Maybe I'll play some next time. Maybe. But everybody wants to be playing Fortnite now, man. It's the biggest game. Seems to be the biggest game right now. Everybody's getting into it. Even people who aren't gamers are getting Fortnite. I want to get Fortnite. Back in my day, you rang up your ISP with your 56k and I had a game of Doom going within 6 minutes. You know what I mean, man? And now we've got to put up with this. I do wonder what the hell is going on sometimes. My guess is the matchmaking system and people's timeouts happening. Yes, possibly. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Is this? Are we waiting for somebody?
Attack commences in 30
Oh wait, so flipping out. Waiting for me. Sons of bitches. I thought
One kill.
I had my character selected and everything. Here's something I heard about Doom. I don't know if this is true or not, but this is something that I was told long time ago, and I have no real way of verifying it. I probably could actually if I search it online if I could be bothered. But anyway, so back in the day, back in those 56k modem days, I assume actually, you know how to play a game online they use ports, right? You know, like email uses ports, HTTP websites use ports. They all use various ports, and there's certain ports that are restricted for certain uses and so on. Anyway, the ports are numbered, right? They have different numbers. Like I think email is 21 or something like that. Anyway, what I was told is that the port that Doom used was 666. Like, I don't know if that's true, because 666 would fall into the private port area where they're not supposed to just be given out to just anybody. So if it is true, they would have had to pull some special privileges to get it done. But yeah, I was told that Doom used the port 666 back in the day.
Sniper detected.
You needed a doctor?
This guy's just jumping around everywhere. I do remember hearing that, but I don't remember that. Okay. Yeah, and imagine like if you were playing the game, it probably wasn't the biggest thing that came up. You know, we use port 666. It's probably one of these things that I imagine only like, if it is true, that is, that the only people who like research which ports games use even knew, or even knew to even look up. You know what I mean? How many people even knew to know to look stuff like that up? But so yeah, it might be true, might not be true, maybe. Guess we'll never know. If it is true, that's a cool piece of trivia, or an interesting piece of trivia at least. If it's not true, then ah well. Oh, come on, I got that. I bet Carmack would enjoy the idea of doing that, but he probably made it the standard. I want to look it up now. Yeah, see if you can find if that was true or not. Because, yes, 666, if it is true, 666 does fall into the, I think they're called private. There's like a private, there's certain ports that aren't available to just anybody, like government use and various things like that. Can only use certain ports. And 666, I can't remember which one specifically it falls into, but it is one of the groups that aren't just there for anybody to use. So yeah, if that was true, then they would have had to pull a few strings to get it done if it was true. Turns out it was 999, so I read it upside down. Yeah, maybe they were in Australia when they read it. That's true. That's a 666. Oh, blimey. Stroof.
My ultimate is ready. Go.
I'm trying to snipe people. This dude's just in my way.
I will watch over you. I'm on fire. I'm taking the objective. Convert on me. I'm on fire.
Capturing.
No one can hide from my sight. Hero 1, bad guy 0.
There ain't nobody around. Oh, here they are.
Attack on objective B.
I see you, peekaboo.
I'm taking
These dudes need to stop jumping around. Nah, I can't even. Ah. Dudes are jumping around, man. Ah, flipping out. Hey. How's the stream coming through, by the way? I'm getting the red sign, which means that there's some kind of issue. So, is the stream coming through okay? Audio, video coming through okay on your end? Or is it all alright?
I am claiming the objective.
I am claiming the objective. Oh, went too fast, man. Ah! You eliminated. I have had some buffering issues once every 5 minutes or so for a second. Okay.
Let's try that again.
Hmm.
Check me out. Securing the point.
You too, man. You're gonna keep the goatee for a bit? You know, I'm thinking about it. You know, I mean, I haven't shaved since then, so. But no, I do kind of like the goatee with a little bit of stubble look. You know what I mean? I do kind of like that look a little bit. So I might keep it like this for a while. I haven't fully decided. What do you guys think? Do you prefer the full beard or the part beard? Goatee or go-tee? Oh, level 24, level 24. Me have go for the conquistador look. Okay, like a what's a conquistador? It's a Spanish thing, isn't it? The Spanish Armada and that sort of thing. So like the actually, do I even know what a conquistador looks like? Do I even know what a conquistador looks like? Let me see if I can find a picture of a conquistador. Actually, let me select Farah first before somebody else does, because people just like be changing my heroes and stuff, man. No one expects a Spanish Inquisition look. Let's see, Conquistador. Okay, yeah, with the longer beards, like, yeah. I know that look. I know that look. Cool. I've actually kind of had my beard that sort of shape actually. Maybe not quite like that, but when I've let it grow now, it does get to that sort of shape. I got my Farah back.
System check initiated. Green across the board. I'm ready for action.
Green. That's gonna go all the way up there, aren't they? Oh, these cheeky bastards. But yeah, I don't know. I'm considering just shaving it all off actually. I know as a beard aficionado, that's not something I should ever do, but I've thought about it. What was the last time you shaved, Mr. Man? Oh, what? I fell off the... Yeah, I need to see that. I ain't need to see that. I fall off the damn edge though. That was, ugh. How does someone who flies fall off the edge, though? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. How can someone who could fly fall off the edge? I like trying new styles when I... Ah! I like trying new styles when I do a full shave. Every guy has given themselves the Charlie Chaplin rights before shaving it off. You know what?
Back in action.
I'm not sure that I have. I might have. If I'm not sure. I think I have actually. No, I didn't leave. If I did, then yeah, I didn't leave the bathroom with it on. But yeah, I think so. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I have. And yeah, just like you say, you shave it off. Probably the Charlie Chaplin is that it's a little bit too close to something else, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Moira is here.
But yeah, I think I might have done that, and then I can't remember. I'm probably gonna do it someday, I'm sure, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't shave very often, so actually it's kind of unlikely, really.
We have to stop them.
I trimmed my beard about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but trimming and shaving are two different things. I mean, when's the last time you shaved it off, though? Like, that's on me. When's the last time you went... When's the last time you saw chin skin? That's what I mean. It happens naturally, but yeah, sometimes I'll give myself a handle bar massage. But I can't go out in public like that. You know what, man? I might want to do that one of these days, though. Have like the proper... Because all it would take is to just shave this bit off, right? Just shave that bit off and just have like that coming down there. And just have that bit gone. You know, kind of like James Hetfield's old style that used to have back in the day. Remember the old school James Hetfield? I'm making Metallica references, but I don't know if you guys listen to Metallica. I think you do. I think I can't remember. But yeah. It's 80s look.
Shield generator online. You are protected.
You can properly carry it since you are shaved clean anyway. Mine looks odd because of my hairstyle. Oh, right, yeah, because the no hair upstairs.
No one can hide.
And I think myself if I walk around with a bald head and a handlebar mustache, people might think I'm an R&B singer or something though.
Surrender to my will.
Last time I used a Gillette blade was over 10 years ago. Damn. Oh, well, I just shot myself. What the hell?
Much better.
Luckily, every style from clean shaven to wiry beard is in style now. Hey. Beards rock, man. No doubt about it. All about the beard. All about the face hair, man. All about the face hair. I have been using hair clippers for years. Yeah, that's what I typically do. Just use like, you know, like your hair clippers. But I put like, you know, like you got the thing that stops you from shaving too low. I put that on so I don't shave it all off. I just like kind of trim it down a bit. But yeah, the last time I tried that, I ended up going a little bit too far by, I'm not sure how. Yo, we going, man. Beard trimmers tend to suck for major landscaping. I've never used a beard trimmer, actually. Yeah, I've never used a beard trimmer. honestly, it just seemed a bit pointless, like, because I had the hair clippers anyway, so I just figured like I can use this to, you know, cut down a bit, you know. I can use this to do what I need to do, just be a bit careful, and it seems to be, well, for the most part, it's been fine. How did this guy get me, though? Oh, somebody else got me. Somebody else. And when they catch your skin or rip out hairs, beard trimmers really piss me off. Okay, yeah, I don't think I don't think I want to be using beard trimmers in that case. They don't even seem to work too well by the sounds of it. You need those clippers they use in the army. Cut through the thickest hair. We're in the army now. Sometimes you can't find the clippers. Beard trimmers will do some damage. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, flip now. I ain't trying to do no damage, man. But I used to have a special razor for my head, and it was designed for people who like to keep their head completely bald. I mean, you can use a Gillette shaver, a Gillette razor, to go bald, but there was a special razor that was designed for people who want to go completely bald. And I saw it, and the way they talked about it, I saw a few videos on YouTube, and it seemed to work really well. But I bought it myself, and I got it. It was quite expensive as well. I think it was like £20-something for the just for the razor. So it's quite expensive. I thought, okay, if it works as well as it seems to work, then it'd be a good purchase. So I bought it, used it, and all it did was take my scalp off. Literally, it just took my scalp off, like chunks of skin coming off the back of my head. And I thought, okay, at first I was like, okay, maybe I just did it wrong. But no, it happened like 2 Fridays. I was like, you know, I'm not. This is not. No.
Back online.
If you don't iMac yourself, yeah, nah, I'm not trying that, man. Not again, anyway. But yeah, if you ever go bald, just know that Gillette razor is the best way to go. In my humble opinion, the Gillette razor is the best that I have tried. Not for my face. For my face, like, there's plenty of razors you can use that do this exactly the same job. But as far as shaving the top of your head completely bald goes, honestly, the Gillette razor is the best. It's not what it's designed for, but it is the best that I've come across. Was the product Native American, just showing up and scalping you? I don't know. Could have been, man.
Back in action.
Could have been. I don't know, bald eagle or something like that. Or
60 seconds remaining.
Scalping blade.
Surrender to my will.
But yeah, I'll stop using that thing real quick. I'll stop using that thing sharpish. I think the idea of it was pretty solid, actually, but it was just, I guess the implementation just wasn't all there. But I very rarely go complete balds these days. What I tend to do is just cut it down with clippers, which gets really low, and just do that. And only ever go bald on like certain occasions these days. So it's quite a lot keeping your head completely bald every day. It's quite a lot, and it takes a lot out of your scalp. You know, like even when it goes well, like it's just a whole scraping every day, it could take a lot out of your scalp, so it could damage your skin. But it seems like it anyway. So yeah, I don't go bald all the time. I just keep it really low. And on certain occasions, then yeah. Certain occasions I make the extra effort. If you have a shiny head and a patch misses, yes. Yes. For real. Oh, I got in. Okay, cool. The very, very, very first time I went completely bald, I was maybe about 15 years old, 15 or 16 years old. So I was in school at the time, and people just took the piss out of me for it. So it was many, many, many years before I tried that again. And then when I did, it was like, hey, that's kind of a cool look. And yeah, that very slight fuzz length helps out. Yeah, when you try to go completely bald, what you end up doing is using your hand to like just feel around and feel for those that sort of little tiny little patches of hair where it's not quite shaven skin, and you just start doing this sort of thing. I get that. Okay, there. There. Yeah, that sort of thing. Okay, let me open this loot box while we're waiting. I haven't buzzed since I was in grade 3. I'm scared, but I'm losing it here, so maybe I should try. Coming to that age, man. But I think, as Jimmy Kimmel puts it, either nature shaves you. No, either you start shaving your head or nature shaves it for you. Did you do it when curtains wear the style curtains? I don't know what you mean by curtains. Do you mean like when your hair kind of comes down and covers your face? Is that what you mean? Yeah, that outfit's ever been a style for me. That's not a style I can do too easily. That's what you mean.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Copper. Friend request from Link Skyrim. Friend request pending. Skyrim. That's not a Blizzard game, is it? No, it's a Bethesda. Skyrim's Bethesda.
I will protect the innocent.
Okay, what was that? What just happened? It just happened. Oh, what? Overwatch crashed on me. What's going on? First Tomb Raider, now Overwatch. Okay, close that. I can't even Hey, did you overclock your GPU? I did not. I did not. I have not overclocked my GPU or my CPU. I have not overclocked anything. Okay, good. No GPU burn. Okay. Yeah, I don't really bother too much with overclocking. Apparently, with the hardware that I've got, it's supposed to be made overclocking is supposed to be something that makes made easier and more stable. But even still, I'd rather not bother with overclocking. I'd rather just buy the stuff that does at the base level what I need it to. Because when the thing is, if I know that I need, I don't know, or if I want, say, 4 gigahertz, rather than buying a 3.8 gigahertz and overclocking it to 4, I'd rather just buy 4 gigahertz because that's where you know it's been tested fully for 4 gigahertz. You know, if it could do more, great, but I know that it's tested for 4 gigahertz and I could work with that. Whereas if you start, I'd rather not buy something that's less than what I need and try to overclock it, because yeah, things can go wrong. Even though now I guess it's supposed to be easier with certain hardware and things being made with overclocking it in mind now. A lot of stuff, like a lot of GPUs and CPUs are coming out with overclocking it in mind, and even motherboards as well. They're being made with all that stuff in mind, so I guess it's easier and more stable. But yeah, even still, I'd rather not bother. I would rather not bother. I'd rather just buy as I need it or as I want it. I don't need it. Let's be real. I don't need it. But I'd buy as I want it, what I can afford as I want it. And okay, that's closed down. Probably should have closed this a while ago, actually. Just leave my work desk open. Just getting a little insight to what I do when I'm not on stream. I don't anymore either. They do allow for it, but it does wear out your hardware a bit quicker. Okay. Well, there you go. Another reason not to bother. If you have a great cooling system for your PC, then definitely look at it. But man, yeah, I think my cooling system isn't that great, actually. I mean, I've got decent hardware, but my cooling system is actually, no, to be fair, it's not terrible. I've got a tower fan, right? But if you're gonna do overclocking, you probably got something like water cooling, especially if I'm running a Ryzen 7 with a 1080 GTX 1080. Okay, so yeah, if I'm going to overclock, then I probably need to start looking at water cooling rather than air cooling. In fact, even after this, whether I overclock or not, but if I say upgrade my PC and I get a higher rated CPU and a higher rated GPU, I think at that point I'm going to have to go water cooling. I've been avoiding water cooling for a long time, right? You know, because of some of the complications that come with water cooling. But I think any further up from what I go now, I don't know if air cooling is just going to handle it. Even if I don't overclock, I don't think air cooling is going to be able to handle it. So, I mean, it's hopefully not anytime soon, because some of the stuff I bought is not too long ago. So, but yeah. Yeah, most cases are great now for cooling. Liquid cooling is the only better step now. Yeah, yeah. But the thing that puts me off water liquid cooling is, like, I know there's different options. Like, there's one where you theoretically never have to change the liquid, right? But apparently they're more susceptible to leaking, and I don't want nothing leaking inside my computer, especially when you've got some expensive hardware in there. You don't want things leaking all over it. And then there's other stuff, like I think they're called closed loops, which are less susceptible to leaking. But you have to remember to change the liquid, you know, every, I guess, 5-6 months or something like that. And then there's a custom loops, which, again, as long as they're done properly, they're less susceptible to leaking. But that's the most expensive option. And, you know, you're doing it yourself. It takes a long time to do. You're cutting all the stuff. So, I don't know. Yeah. It's just issues, man. It's just issues. I want something that just works, you know. It's just there. I mean, to be fair, with a fan, it's not exactly maintenance free. I mean, you do have to clean the dust out every now and then, right? But if you forget to clean the dust out of a fan, you're not running any real risk of major damage to your PC. You know what I mean? It'll make a lot of noise and maybe turn itself off a bit more often. But that's pretty much about it. And then you can just clean out the fan then. And that's ages before you really get to that point. Plus cards aren't quite as hot as they were like 5 years ago. Liquid cooling is better for leaks now. Okay, but do your research. Not worth it. Unless you want to run 4K 60 FPS. Crisis. But can it run Crisis? Crisis with high AAA, high AA, and all that jazz. Maybe you'd have use for it. Yeah, yeah. I'm not doing anything like that right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, I want my games to look as good as they can look. But end of the day, if I have to turn some of the graphics down a little bit, I'm not that bothered about it. You know what I mean? I'm not that bothered about it. If I have to turn them down just a little bit, it's not that big a deal. I don't have 4K monitor anyway, so there's no point running anything in 4K. No point running anything in 4K, man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, God willing, on the next PC upgrade, I could look at all that kind of stuff. But as I say, I bought. My processor, and motherboard are fairly new. I think within the last few months. Processor, and the RAM as well. No, processor, motherboard, and RAM I bought within the last few months, and that altogether came to about 600 quid. So yeah, I'm not looking to buy anything just yet if I don't really have to, and hopefully I don't have to for a long time. I'm playing the original Thief game right now. It doesn't take much power. Cool. Thief. There's a thief in the night. Alright. Why not hit up a little Fortnite? Oh, it's updating. Come on, man. I ain't even played this game yet and you want to update already. What a rascal. Okay, okay. While we wait. The new mobile and CPU should stay standard for years. It's just going to suck buying a new 1080 every 3 years. My 1080 I bought, I think about a year ago now, actually. I think about a year-ish ago I bought the 1080. So I mean, it's not super new, but it's not ancient just yet. But yeah, GPUs are going real expensive right now. I bought the 1080. When I bought it, I think I paid about 600 quid, about 500 or something, close to 600 pounds for it. Right now, they're going the same 1080, still going for about 600-700 pounds. It's gone up. Not gone up. Well, I think they have gone up actually, but it certainly haven't gone down anyway. But that's a lot. That's because of the crypto mining market. So it's boomed and it's caused a massive demand for these graphics cards. So yeah, even though it's an not old, but older, yeah, you can still. And I've got the 1080 SC, not the TI or anything like that. The 1080 SC. So yeah, about a year-ish ago. And if you just buy that now, it's about the same price. I think maybe a little bit more. Cryptocurrency ruining gamers, man. Past model, NVIDIA seems to have realized that gamers were upset they couldn't get cards. Yeah. I think they and other companies are looking at cards that are geared for crypto. Yeah, I did hear about that. Apparently, they're looking at selling cards that are a bit more engineered towards that. That way, they can keep the gamer, well, hopefully keep the gamer cards. I say low price. I mean, let's be real. They're not cheap now. You know what I mean? The high-end cards were never cheap, right? But you certainly don't want them to be more than they need to be, you know, or more than, you know. NVIDIA taking on the GPU market and they're doing great. Did you hear about the rumor? Apparently, there was a rumor going around about the 1180. It was supposed to be an April Fool's joke. I didn't hear about it myself. I only saw about it on one of the channels that I watch, Joker Productions. But yeah, apparently there's a rumor going around about the GTX 1180, but it was an April Fool's joke that went on for a little bit too long. But yeah, as far as GPU goes, I mean, the ones that I've had mostly NVIDIA that I've had. I did have a Radeon at one time, and to be honest, it didn't run very well. I'm sure that's just my experience though, because I know a lot of people who use Radeon, if I'm probably not saying it right, but I know a lot of people who use Radeon. They rate it highly, so it might have just been my experience. But I've personally had less issues with NVIDIA. Specifically, I've had less issues with EVGA brand of NVIDIA. Like, I've had other NVIDIAs where it didn't work so well. But yeah, with EVGA, I've had the cards that I've had through the NVIDIA cards I've had from EVGA have been fine, you know. Radeon has gone up and down over the years. Definitely had more issues, but at some points they were technically more powerful. Yo, FG Wagwan, back in the chat. Nice. Let me tell you what's good for leaks. AT always does the job. What is good for leaks, Frozen Gamer? As we wait for Fortnite to update. Duct tape. Hey, duct tape fixes everything. Listen, if duct tape could fix wings on a plane, it could fix a leak in a computer. Search it up, you know. But he just said, let me tell you what's good for leaks. And I say, search it up. I mean, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? What? You said you're going to tell us, and now you said to search it. Like, what are we searching? Oh, it's called Always. Oh, Always. Oh, the Max. Oh, the tampons. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so that's what you meant. Search up. Oh, okay. Always, yeah. Yeah, it's temp. Well, I guess that is good for leaks. I mean, well, weren't lying. Weren't lying. By the way, for any ladies who may be watching, this is something that I've heard, and I can't verify if it's true or not, but something that I heard was that the pads are better for you than the tampons. The Tampax pads are better than tampons because I think they're like the pads are more comfortable. So yeah, I mean, you probably knew it already. I don't know why am I saying this. All right, here we go. Let's launch some Fortnite. Joke of the day: jumping throwing objects inside your body is worse. Yeah. Who'd have thought it, right? Who'd have thought? My friend went into a tampon for Halloween once. Okay, was she covered in blood? Always change the subject or topic when I join the chat. Well, man's gonna be good at something, right? Man's gonna be good at something. No need to apologize. It's all good. White foam, red spray paints. And a string through the top of his ball cap. Okay. Was looking for a giant vagina to get stuffed inside. Early access. Wait, is this game still early access? I thought it's not even actually been released yet then. The most popular game on the planet right now, and it's not even released yet. But then again, that was the same with PUBG, wasn't it? One of the most popular games on the planet, and it hadn't actually been released yet. That's crazy though, when you think about it. Like a game that's not yet had an official release could be widely played, make millions and billions of dollars, and a game hasn't actually been officially released. That's crazy. That's the world we live in right now. Games are making their budget back before they're even released. He was also Rick James when that was popular. Rick James. Ah, Rick James, bitch. Got with Battle Royale, I don't have to save the world thing. That's that you pay for that. I'm not sure how you change your character in this. I still haven't figured. Oh wait, like this? No, that's not how you change your character. Yeah, okay, so I guess I'm not doing anything there. What's with thongs? They look like dental floss. Thongs do not look like dental floss. I don't know what kind of thongs you're looking at, but they do not look like dental floss. You must be looking at some weird ass thongs. Or just some weird ass, actually. I'm not sure. Can I actually change my character? Or is it just like whoever they give me, I'm stuck with? If you put your G-string on backwards as a dude, you get what is known as the old fly's eyes. Yeah. I think apart from a stripper, why would a dude be wearing a G-string though? I just picked up a gun. Can't I select it though? Ah. I hear Fortnite looks like crap, but it does not. It reminds me of crappy mobile games though. I'd say that's probably about right actually. Crappy mobile games, yeah. It looks okay. I mean, I don't think it looks like crap. I think that's, yeah, I don't think it looks like crap. It looks okay. I mean, it's not like cutting edge graphics, but you know, it looks okay. I think for what it is, for what it's doing, it's kind of like that Team Fortress type look, really, isn't it? I don't like this jumping out of their plane thing in the beginning, though. It just seems pointless and a waste of time. Just a lot of detail for the low poly look. I just don't like how it takes so long to get down and then you can die so quickly. yeah, you could die so quickly. And it's like you have to sit out and just wait. Even in crowd of people, or do you just wait? Do you ever hold in your own forts for real long? Oh, okay. I don't play this game that much actually, so I don't really know what I'm doing right now, to be honest. I know one of the things you should do is like build stuff, and not just randomly shoot things. Look, I've got some materials. I'm not sure what the object of the game is. I know it's something to do with Last Man Standing, but I'm not entirely sure, like... I've got lots of wood right now. But, okay, what do I go over this hill? Because I don't think I can go over this hill. Maybe I can go around it. Whenever I thought it smells... It smells real rancid. Are these friends or foes? I can't tell from here. I can't tell if these are... I guess these are friends. They're blue. Blue's a friendly color, right? Ah. So now I'm gonna set the whole round up for all that. That's sort of bit, I don't like games like this. It's just it's so long to wait now. There's no it's long. Why is this game so popular? Why? You know, you get shot up, you have to wait ages before you could play again. Is the game always team-based? I think so. I don't know, but I think so. Like I say, I've not really played it a whole lot, so I can't really talk about too much of the details here, but I believe it's team-based. Hello. I don't know if they can hear me, actually. I used to play Last Man Standing in FPS deathmatch games, but yeah, the waiting is not fun, for real, man. Especially when it's like, what, 2, 3, 4 minutes? Come on, man. And it gets less fun for more people as the game goes on. Yeah, for real. game's kind of like Minecraft, I guess. Minecraft meets, I don't know, some shooter game. I'm sure once you get a taste for the top 10, it's fun. Yeah, if you can get a taste for the top 10, I mean, that could take a while. You know, you don't really get much chance to get good at the game where you have to sit out. You die, you have to sit out for like 5 minutes or whatever the crap. You know, you take ages getting into games from that helicopter, whatever the thing you jump out of. You know, just falling down and waiting for it just to hit the ground. You take ages before you even see somebody you can shoot. You get shot and you have to wait ages before you can play again. So yeah, it doesn't really give you much chance to get good at the game. It's like I'm just watching now, you know. And you know, nothing wrong with watching a game. Thanks for the watches, guys. Thanks for the views. But you know what I mean? It's like if you're trying to play a game and then you spend more time watching the game being played by other people when you're trying to be playing yourself. It's okay. What am I doing here? You know. We are watching you. What exactly? Yeah, you're watching me watch the game. That's the world we live in right now. That's the world we live in right now. We have a service where you can watch people watch a game being played. And your cat is watching me. Your cat is watching you. Watch me watch Fortnite. Okay. Welcome to 2018, fellas. Oh, and Google. Okay, yeah. Google is watching all of us. Or maybe Facebook, actually. Facebook's kind of naughty, really, aren't they? All them terms and conditions they got in, like turning on your... You hear about them ones that they got something in the terms and conditions that says they can use the camera on your phone without checking with you first. I can just turn the camera on the phone. That was in their terms and conditions. According to them, they never actually used the feature in the device itself. It was just in terms and conditions that they could do it if they wanted to. But hey, better watch it, man. Some of these dudes ain't playing. It's the circle of life. See, these guys aren't even shooting anybody. They're just like running around stuff. How dare they offer us a deal we sign up for? Yeah. The thing is, I'm not sure why anybody's really surprised by that sort of stuff from Facebook, because Facebook have always tried to gather information. I mean, that's the whole thing about targeted ads. They gather that much information on you, of what you put in your profile and everything else. They've always gathered information, so I'm not sure why anybody would be surprised. It's kind of like, duh. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's okay for them to do it. I'd rather... I mean, I don't care too much because I ain't really doing much that anybody's going to find that interesting anyway. You know what I mean? Through the camera on my phone, they're just going to see me sit at a computer all day. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like whatever. But I'm not saying it's okay or it's right, but at the same time, it's kind of like, duh, you know. What did you think they were doing? Like, they're in the business of buying, gathering information. What do you think they're doing? You know, and they use that information to sell advertising spots. Of course, they're gathering stuff from you. It's not. You should kind of expect that at that point. That's how these companies make money. Anytime you get something for free, trust, it is not free. You know, you might not be paying money for it, but it is not free. I can tell you that 100%. Anytime you get something for free, it is not free. Boy, there's going to be a time to collect. What's going on here? I just had a little issue with, I don't know what happened, but, don't know what happened there, but I think it's okay now. The problem still exists. People need to be protected from themselves one way or another sometimes. Yeah, some people for real, man. Oh, that was a good move. You see that? Put the barrier up just before you got shot. I'm not good enough to do that sort of thing yet. Surprise is moronic, of course. We have gotten to the point where we think legislation is the only way to fix any issue in life. Yeah, and it really isn't. In fact, legislation has a very real potential of just making things worse. Of course, it depends on what we're talking about. But yeah, more legislation could make things worse if you're not really looking at what the issue is. But the governments are in a hard place. People are stupid and want perfection, and of course, you can't save people from everything. Indeed, I think there's definitely, at least in what as far as I can tell, there's definitely this idea of wanting the government to raise you. You know, like the government is like your parents. And it's like, nah, all the government wants the government to raise all children. Like, we need legislation for this, legislation for that, legislation for this, legislation for that. Like, no, you just need to take responsibility for things. You know, that's what it is. You need to take responsibility for things. You know, rely too much on the government to do everything, and then all that happens is that you're going to rely on the government to do everything. You know, and then freedom is just gone. You know, people think we're free, but it's like the more you let things take over you like that, the less free you are. It's like in London. Like, London is one of the most surveilled cities in the world. Well, maybe, I don't know if it still is, but at least it was at one time. But the thing is, if you live in London, if you grew up in London, the idea of having cameras on you is just like not even a. It's like, okay, it's just life. You know, it's normal. But you go back a few, like, you know, maybe, I don't know, say like 30, 40 years or whatever, and it's like, hey, wait a minute. We don't need this many cameras, surely. Surely. All jobs are controlled and supervised by the government in the end. I think there's people who just give away their freedom without realizing, you know. Safety versus freedom, you know, the whole thing about those who sell their safety to purchase, those who sell their those who sell their freedom to purchase safety will lose both or deserve neither. It's kind of like that, but I feel like people do almost willingly, without realizing, give up their freedom for safety, without realizing that, you know, there's no such thing as safe. You know, I'm not saying you're gonna be an idiot out on the road or be an idiot out on top. No, but you gotta understand that there's no such thing as safe. See, this is why I can't get with this game, man. I'm just waiting. How long do I have to wait for before I can play again? It's long. Yo, Dunton J, work one. Drop out and re-queue. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah. Can you actually select your own character though? Because it seems to be random. You can do that? Yeah, just Hop Games. Is there any benefits to waiting other than seeing the match play out? Yeah, that's a good point actually. Did I just like lose like whatever tiny XP points that I might have gotten? I haven't played Fortnite for a while. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, this ain't my type of game, quite frankly. I prefer Overwatch. But I guess people don't want to play Overwatch no more. People want to play Fortnite now. Door will open in 10 seconds. No, man, as far as I know. Okay. How you doing, DJ? We're just talking about how Facebook and YouTube and Google and all those companies just spy on all of us. They spy on us all and we let it happen. Getting ready for a video. Nice one. Just leveling up on Classic WoW at the moment. Okay. Yeah, for those who don't know, Dungeon J's channel focuses on World of Warcraft and indie games. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, check his channel out. Talks about private servers as well as a possible upcoming vanilla server relaunch. Daily wisdom drop from the J-Dog, yeah. Well, I did a name drop on my last video with. Ah, nice. About halfway through. Cool. That is in my list. It's in my watch later list, so yes, I'll get to that. I look forward to that. Appreciate that. Big up Dungeon J. Speaking of lists, actually, YouTube be acting up sometimes. But yes, I did actually set up an email mailing list. So if you guys would like to join the email mailing list, the idea is that, I mean, I still subscribe and notifies and all that kind of stuff. But if you join the email mailing list, I will send an email about once a week, so that if you have missed any videos because YouTube decides, it didn't want to notify you or let you know that I posted something, then you could catch it in the email list at least. So, check what you've missed or, watch some stuff again. So that's the plan. There's an email mailing list. There's a link to it in the description, I think. Let me check real quick. Did I put it in the description? Yeah, it's in the description. There's a link in the description. Email list, bit.ly /hazemail. But yeah, check it out. Join up, and I promise I will not be bombarding you with tons of emails. Just about once a week or so, just to let you know what's up. Yo, Azrael, Boom65, how you doing? Hey. To be honest, my channel is moving to the more classic WoW, although I think it's going to... Oh, I think it's something in the way, actually. Let me move this thing. So I think it's going to expand to ESO, PoE, and Ashes of Creation of massively multiplayer online. Is that massively multiplayer? Not sure, I'm understanding that. I got somebody, yeah. I guess. Alright. Alright, where we at? I don't know where I'm going. Store my drinking. Okay. Where am I going though? Like what is? I'm really not sure what the objects of this. I'm also supposed to find people or something. Trying to refine my focus. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta. I'm going to get Fortnite on my phone when it comes out. Yeah, they're gonna have Fortnite on everything, man. Wait, they've just got Fortnite on everything right now, really. I'm not gonna choose with weapons and stuff, man. So, bro, funny tidbit about Fortnite. Teachers are pulling their hair out. That's their last PTO meeting I went to about it, really. That popular, huh? Can't get it now. I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now, to be honest. What's going on here? What is going on here? Oh shit, I know what happens. I know what happens. There's some F buttons. I've got to be careful with those F buttons. They change other things as well. Saying all the kids with their smartphones are playing it. Oh, so wait, so it is out on phones right now then? I thought you said it wasn't, Azrael. Well, so it is. Yeah, is it? Well, I guess it depends on the region. It might do, actually. Go away, Dusty Depot. I got Galaxy on the 5. Yeah, try to get away from Dusty Depot. It's in a hotspots. Okay. So... should I be following this this thing, this white line? It seems to be pointing me to somewhere. I get it now. I'm waiting. I am waiting. So I should head to Pleasant Park, I guess. Safe zone when circle closes. So that white circle, right? But I'm just out in the open though. Like I could get shot by anybody. You sneaky peek around buildings. That is a barrier. Follow the line to get in. Run. 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 Yeah, I just don't like this out and open thing, especially when you know you can get shot and have to wait 20 minutes before you can play again. Run. Alright, I'm approaching this circle. can run, but you can't hide from the barrier. The barrier. Oh, I can't climb. Can I? Oh, sons of... 40 seconds before closes, you can investigate into circle or take your time creeping. Others will be hitting that area hard. Okay. So, okay, I'm in the circle now. Oh, flipping now, man. Man shot through a rock, though. Shot. Oh, was it? Your team placed number 10. Okay. That went too bad. That went too bad. But, you know, it's... Leave match, yes. Excuse me. Yeah, let me quit out of this. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Wow, that was something. That was something. Keep trying, you will get better. I'm not sure I want to get better, to be honest. I'm not sure I want to get better. A game genuinely does not do it for me. I find it quite tedious, actually. I've played it a few times on the PlayStation, and I've played it a few times on the PC. Well, once on the PC, really, I guess, really. But yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. I'm not feeling it. How you liking that remake of DMC? HD collection? Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm on mission 14 or 15, I think, of the first game. And I believe there's like 23 missions, so I guess I'm near-ish to the end. But yeah, so far, so I mean, Devil May Cry, I've played that way back in the day when it came out. So it was a game that I liked back then, but I haven't played it now for yonks. So playing it again is definitely a cool experience, though I'm playing it with Xbox controller rather than the old, the original PlayStation controller. It's been updated a little bit, so it's not quite the same as it was, but you know, it's still pretty cool. Still pretty cool.
Shots fired! Shot!
Gameplay features 2 sometimes. I don't have to. Actually, do I have Team Fortress 2? I don't know if I even have that. I think I do, but I'm not sure. I don't know. If I don't have it, I'm probably not going to get it, to be honest. If I do have it, then maybe. But I'm really not sure if I even have Team Fortress 2. No, I've got Team Fortress Classic. I've got Team Fortress Classic. I ain't got Team Fortress 2. It's a free-to-play game, actually, so yeah, maybe I'll try it. Is that one of these games, though, where you have to sit out the round every time you die, or do you actually get to... Do you actually get to play the game, you know? Oh, wait. Team Fortress 2 is already in your Steam library. Then why didn't it show up, then? It says Team Fortress 2 is already in my Steam library, yet it doesn't actually show up in my Steam library. Oh, anyway. Whatever, Trevor. You're going to jump on that new God of War. Yes! I'm looking forward to that. New God of War out 20th of April. Soon, man. Few weeks, man. Soon. Soon come, man. Soon. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It looks pretty epic. So yes, yes, yes. I am interested in that new game. It's pretty damn intense. Quick combat. You probably got Half-Life 2. Yes, I got Half-Life 2. Or the engine pre-installed. Oh, do you mean like? Yeah, I see what you mean. Like in terms of the game. Right. Yeah. So it's probably just links it to that. But yeah, no, I got Half-Life 2, so yeah, guess it's linking up. But then it's a free-to-play game anyway, so I guess whatever. Maybe they just add it to everybody's library, even if they didn't actually. Yeah, I got an orange box. And I think it's. I guess it's. Yeah, it's a part of the orange box. Yeah, it's a part of the orange box, and I do have that. Oh, do I? No, do I have the orange box? Yeah, I've got the orange box. Okay. Oh, the orange box. Picks that up day one at GameStop back in the day. Yeah. I remember I got it from a Game, actually. That's a store we have in the UK called Game. And I pre-ordered it. And I believe, if I remember correctly, it was the first game that I pre-ordered. And I got like the steel box edition. You know, it came in a silver steel, big. It's got a large steel silver box. Came in that. It was the game and some other stuff. I don't remember what else it came with. It came with a T-shirt, actually. I don't have that T-shirt anymore, which is a shame. And that T-shirt is long gone. It is damaged and it's worn out, but it came with a T-shirt. So yeah, it's a cool thing, man. It's a cool thing. But yeah, man, that's just going back to what, 2001, 2002, get around about there, right? Something like that, anyway. Something like that. Old school. Old school. Before I had grey hair on my beard. Oh, them greys, man, boy. Yeah. They're coming, boy. They've been coming, actually, from me for a while, actually. But, yeah. I think it's getting to the point where, because, you know, you get a few. I don't know about you. Maybe you're a different few. But I started getting a few. Like, well, one, really. Like, it was like one, I think, around about there. And I plucked it out. And I was like, okay, cool. Did it come back? And then there was maybe a couple. I thought, okay, let me just pluck these out as well. But I think I'm getting to the point where you shouldn't really be plucking them out. I know that. I think I'm getting to a point where it's like, I don't know. If I keep plucking them out, then it's just going to be weird. Because what happens is that you might end up with like patches if you pluck out too many. You know, like, you know, it might grow a little bit here, then nothing there. You know what I mean? You might end up with that sort of stuff. So I think I'm getting to the point where it's like, I don't think I can keep plucking them out anymore. You know what I mean? I think I'm getting to that point where it's like, oh well. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not embarrassed by it, but it's just that, you know, you just rather not have it. But oh well. It grows. Oh yeah, because it's like you get one, maybe like there or something, just one, and then that's it. And then it'd be like maybe another one there, and another one there, and another one here. And it's just so sporadic, you know. And yeah, I've got a few round about here now. They're really small because I've shaved fairly recently. So I've got a few round about here, like 2 or 3 round about here right now. But yeah, I don't think you can see them. It's way too small to see on camera. But yeah, and I've had grey in my hair for a long time because I keep my hair low. It's difficult to see, especially on camera. It's difficult to see, but I've got grey round about here on that side and a little bit around this side. I think some on the back as well. I'm embarrassed. Silver Fox. Silver Fox. That's what you start calling yourself. Silver. No, Silver J. J Silver. Actually, J Silver, that sounds pretty cool. J Silver. Yeah, man. It's part of aging. It's part of aging, you know. As they say, aging is inevitable. Getting old is a choice. Well, I don't know if they say that. I say that. I say that. I don't know if anybody else says that, but I say that. Aging is inevitable. Getting old is a choice. I ain't old yet. Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's all part of life. It's all part of life. I might keep the goatee. I was telling Mr. Man a little while ago, I might keep the goatee. It was an accidental goatee. I wasn't actually planning on doing it. But I might keep the goatee. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just shave it all off. Maybe I'll just one of those people that actually shave. Alright, guys. So what's happening? What's happening? I should be live streaming again tomorrow at around 7 p.m. GMT. Haze up. What's up with that last Twitter pic, man? You look so damn serious. Last Twitter pic. Why so serious? Oh, the one where am I wearing a cap and the with the Nintendo shirt? Yeah, I was trying to do like a truck driver pose. Maybe that didn't come across too well. I was trying to look, because I thought with the cap I looked kind of like a truck driver. So I was trying to do a truck driver pose in the mirror. But yeah, maybe it didn't come out looking like that. Because it didn't come out looking like that. Why so serious? But yeah, I figured I looked like a truck driver with that cap on. See if I can find that picture actually. Yeah, that's the one, right? Is that the one? Yeah, I was trying to do a truck driver pose, but yeah, I'm not sure it came out too well. Oh well. Oh well. I tried. Truck drivers and Nintendo shirts. Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, you know what? I reckon I kind of look like a truck driver, but I'm not sure if truck drivers wear Nintendo shirts. It's like, I might have to get rid of the shirt if I'm going to be a truck driver, you know? I'm here for two things, to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of fresh out of bubblegum. If you had a plaid shirt, it'd definitely work. Yeah, I think that's what it needs. It needs to get a plaid shirt. Maybe some suede boots, I think, you know? So like a Timberlands or something like that. You know, and I'm pretty sure truck drivers don't take selfies either, so I'm probably gonna have to stop taking selfies if I'm gonna be a truck driver. Hey, Timberland make good boots though, for real, man. They do. I've had Timberlands in the past, and they do make good boots, no doubt about it. Or an outdoorsy coat and a beer in hand. Yeah. Probably shouldn't be drinking beer and truck driving though. That might not be a good combination. Might not be a good. Just might not be. Remember lugs? I think they were called lugs. I don't remember lugs. What were lugs? Oh, are they type of footwear? Is this it? Crochet lug boots. Is what you're talking about? I don't remember these, but I don't think I'd want to wear them. They look all kinds of no thanks, you know what I mean? Oops, lugs, okay, with a Z. All right, these look a bit better. These look a bit better. In high school, everyone wore lug boots, the suede feeling, tan boot things. Maybe Haze wanted to date a Swedish chick. Well, there's an idea. I've actually been to Sweden. I've been there twice, actually. It's a nice enough place. I did meet some girls when I was there. I got rejected by some girls when I was there as well. I weren't there very long. But like, yeah, I went to this club when I was in Sweden. And there's this dance club, nightclub thing. And they're playing some music, and I'm getting into the music, and there's this girl there, and she seemed like, you know, kind of into it. So I'm there, you know, moving up on her. And she seemed pretty into it, you know. She, you know what I mean? Like with girls into it, they're not walking away. Is what I'm trying to say. She wasn't walking away, so she seemed like she's pretty into it. So I'm getting close. and I'm with her. You know, we're dancing. And it's like, okay, going okay, getting into the moves. And all of a sudden, she just switches on me like get off me, like what? You know, like, did I do something? Like, you know, just okay. Don't know what happened there, but thought we're having a good time dancing, and all of a sudden, she's like. Not much you can do to that. Alright, that's a bit weird, but hey. Look at you. You went over the allocated time limit for dancing? Probably, yeah. Probably. Didn't realise there was a a limited amount of time. We do things differently in London. That's what I'm used to. We do things differently. We're British, don't you know? Yeah, in London, if you dance with a girl, you just dance until her boyfriend turns up. That's what you do in London. If you go to a London nightclub, you just dance with a girl until her boyfriend turns up. He's like, what are you doing, man? It's like, hey, man, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of happened. I wasn't actually dancing with her, but I was chatting to this girl in the club one time. And to be honest, I don't know if I mean, it's hard to tell with the clubs because it's loud and everything else. But from my mind, she definitely wasn't, you know, rejecting me, right? I mean, I don't know if she was into it, to be fair. Like, now I'm thinking back, I don't think she was into it. She wasn't coming on, nothing like that. But she definitely wasn't pushing me away. She wasn't shouting out no, nothing like that. So it seemed like it was going, you know, reasonably well. But then, yeah, boyfriend turns up. He's like, what you doing, man? And I was like, well, I ain't going to get into a fight for a girl. So, like, nah. I ain't getting into a fight with her for a girl. Nah, allow that, man. Allow that. That's not happening. So I was like, all right, cool, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's like, you know what? Just walk away. Walk away. I've had one experience like that. Very obvious mixed signals. I've had guys try to fight me when they've been separated for over a year. See, that's just insecurity, isn't it? When guys are like, look, you're not dating her anymore. It's like, let her live, man. Let her live. Girl wants to live. Let her live, man. Wow, indeed. Yeah, I think some guys out there, like, they date a girl, it doesn't work out, and in their minds, they feel like they're still together. It's like, no, you're not. Move on. Move on. What you're doing is not healthy at all. You know, I was a bouncer in my 20s. Okay. People that throw their hands up, shrug, walk away are the smart ones. So I'm guessing you've had to throw a few people out of nightclubs then, Mr. J. Few people you had to grab up and like, nope, not having that. Get out of it. Get out of it. Get out of it. I got a new bae. Her name is Miku Hatsune. Okay, who's Miku Hatsune? That sounds like an anime character. Though, not that I'm saying you're dating an anime character, but yeah, sounds like an anime character. Never underestimate a sober person if you have been drinking, no matter who you are. Indeed. She's an anime character. Miko sings so beautiful. Okay, so she's an anime character. There's I thinking you're talking about an actual girl that just has to happen. That happens to have an anime character's name, and she is actually an anime character. Okay, now I know. Now I know. All right. And no one is getting her really. I think there's probably quite a lot of people that are, you know, pleasuring themselves, Miko. So, just saying, dude. Just saying. You might not be the only one. Miko Hasune, Project Diva. Alright, guys. To all the stalkers and the talkers, appreciate you all. Thank you for all that you do. Appreciate you and all that you do. I messed that up, didn't I? To all the stalkers and the talkers, I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for chatting with me. We've had a blast today. We had some fun today. Played some games. A couple of them crashed and one of them just wasn't very good. But still, we had some fun nonetheless. So yeah, should be live streaming again tomorrow from about 7 p.m. GMT. And Friday we're doing the movie nights at 8 p.m. GMT. So yeah, check out the movie. Come to the movie night on Friday, live movie night. Watching, Mr. Dungeon J, big up, brother. But yeah, watching Bad Taste on Friday at 8 p.m. GMT. So come join for that. If you've got the movie, you can watch it along with us. If you don't have the movie, just come join anyway. It'd be fun in the chat. The movie's the least important part as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, just put a movie on. We'll talk about the movie, talk about other stuff, talk about just, you know, just have some fun, hang out for a little bit. But yeah, it's at 8 p.m. on Friday. Also, got some videos posted on the comedy channel. So if you haven't already, yeah, make sure you check out the comedy channel. Last video just posted was that. So yeah, check that out. I think that's the right link. I should probably actually check, really, shouldn't I? Just in case. There you go. Just in case. But yeah, that was the last video I just posted. So yeah, check that out. Friend zones to the highest levels over on the comedy channel. There's a new video coming out due on Saturday, so look out for that too. And also, yeah, join the mailing list. Join the mailing list. So because YouTube sometimes be acting up. So if you join the mailing list, I can send out an email about once a week or so, let you know the videos have been posted in that week. And you can check the ones that you've missed, or watch someone again if you want to. That'd be cool too. But yeah, join the mailing list. You know, be really appreciate if you did that. Guys, thank you to all the stalkers and the talkers. I appreciate you all. Until whenever, if ever. Peace out, y'all.